Here are a few tips on controlling your patch. The mousestate object reports the current state of the mouse. Send it a poll message to continuously update its output. The first outlet reports the mouse button. Second outlet reports the horizontal position, then the vertical position, then the change in horizontal position and the change in vertical position. Mouse button down, mouse button up. The toggle object reports a 1 for down and a 0 for up. Let's just look at the position data as it comes out. There's the X and there's the Y. And as I move my mouse to the left and the right, you can see the left box changing, and the up and the down position, and the home position is in the top left of the screen. Capturing the state of the mouse button or its position could be useful for building a user interface for your patch. The key object captures keystrokes. There are several different formats for keystroke data. The first is the ASCII code, a standard keyboard code, and there are several other code standards. So this is the platform-specific keyboard code, different on an Apple or a Windows machine. This reports the position of the Shift key, the Control key, and so on. And this is another set of codes for the same keys. So, for example, when I press the key number 1 is ASCII code 49, letter key A is ASCII code 97, S is 115, and so on. Each key has its own code. Being able to capture keystrokes is a wonderful way of building useful user interfaces for your patches. We've already visited the loadbang object. It's useful for initializing parameters in your patch. It produces a bang when the patch opens, or if I double click it, you can see that it produces a bang. The toggle object is a very useful object. You saw that the mouse up and down produced a 1 or a 0. The toggle also produces a 1 or a 0. Click it to produce a 1 when it's activated and a 0 when it's deactivated. Many objects, such as the metro object, respond to a 1 or a 0 to turn them on or off. And the toggle object makes a very useful user interface object, giving visual feedback. The metronome object or metro object provides timed events, which are great for regularly updating parameters in your patch or providing rhythmic data. The preset object is a useful tool for capturing presets. We can recall the preset by clicking in one of these boxes, and I can store a new preset. So let's set these both to 22. Holding down the Shift key and clicking in a new empty space in the preset object stores a new preset. Now, this is fantastic. The preset object stores absolutely every object, a slider or a number box or any other object. But sometimes you don't want to store everything. You just want to store particular things. And that's where the pattr storage system comes in handy. So in this subpatch, I've introduced some of the pattr storage objects. So to make the preset object, which is a great, very useful object for storing a number of different presets, to make it responsive only to certain objects, we have to introduce the pattr storage. So the pattr storage object provides memory storage that we can use to store presets, to save them to files, and it has many other functions. We give it a name, so I've called mine the store, and it works in conjunction with the preset object and another object called autopattr. So the autopattr object automatically saves the current settings of all the objects in your patch when you close the patch. But it also opens up the possibility to have storage-enabled objects. So these objects here don't have storage enabled, and these ones do have storage enabled. And so this preset will recall the condition of these ones, but it won't change the condition of these ones. So that's a really useful arrangement to have in your patch. So how do we set that up? Unlock my patch, I'll select an object and show the inspector, and you'll see down here that this object has a scripting name. I've called it int1, int for integer, and this one I have called slider1. But these objects over here don't have scripting names, and when they don't have scripting names, they're not visible to the pattr storage system. So I can view which objects are currently being stored in the pattr storage system, and this view also gives me the current value of the data in that object. It's a useful way of forwarding data from one object to another object. So that's advanced presets, and using a combination of these three objects plus the ability to store the scripting name or enable the scripting name for your object opens up a whole range of useful possibilities in terms of storing presets.